Look at that, the kin onion. I've been dying to try this thing out. Let's just get into it. I cleaned off my table finally. It was a mess. Stuff everywhere. It looks like it's still messy. It's not. It's actually organized. This is just all my stuff I had organized. So, oh my gracious. Oh my goodness. Stuff everywhere. This one's a lot bigger than the other one. Oh, not a lot, but it is bigger. Stickers. They always come with some pretty nice stickers. We got medium. This is fine. That one's extra coarse. This just must be regular coarse on there. And this little tiny one for cleaning it up. You got 15, 20, 25, and 30. It's more than the other one. This one's pretty cool because it also has rollers. The last time I made a video on the regular version, it was like these rubber mats, and I kept slicing into them. So this one has rollers to keep your knife from cutting into it, so that way it'll just kind of glide across. That's a good feature. All right, so this is what we're gonna sharpen. This is the HogZilla. Had it for years. It's never been sharpened before. Dirty. Got rust and stuff all over it. Big old Tanto style cleaver machete thing. It's definitely not sharp. Let's test it out before we sharpen it. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. At 575. So it's a dull son of a gun. There's no chips in it. We'll just start with the belt that's already on there, which is coarse, but it's not the extra coarse. Get the heck out of here. No! Building the frame for that, I just don't have it ready. And I wanted it up, so I used tape. Boom. Got some power. 25. Yeah, this is a bigger knife. We're gonna set it at 25. So we're gonna start with this one. Okay, this should be like the other one. You stick it in there and you start it off. Beautiful. I like the roller. These rollers are nice. It's looking good. Probably can't really see it, but okay, so I believe we're done with that grit. Let's switch over to a different one. The belts are a lot easier to change on this one too. It's easy to take these off and put them back on. I like this little switch right here. We'll just do one pass on each side. Strop it up. First we'll do the paper test like always. Does really good. Oh my goodness. Definitely got it really sharp. Scooch you out of the way. We'll do two tests actually. So we start at 575. It's definitely way sharper than that. 125 on this end part. 95, holy cow. That is sharp. Really sharp for a big knife. So yeah, I really like this one. Definitely a lot better. If you're looking at either the kin onion version or the standard version, the other workshop version, I would highly suggest this one over that. Now, as for getting it sharp, it works, yes. But for sharpeners like this, I would say this would be a starter, like to help with your angle, to help with chipped edges. I would suggest finishing like on a whetstone or one of those guided systems, but this will definitely sharpen it fast. It's really good for sharpening bigger knives. Smaller knives, I haven't tried it out yet. So maybe we can make another video on smaller knives and see how well that works. And then on top of that, it might even be better to freehand with this because it worked and it was doing good. I don't know, I just feel like I'd like to freehand it. It'd be cooler. Other than that, the machine worked great. Had no problems with it at all. These rollers are definitely an improvement over that one. You can pull this out and twist it out of the way if you wanted, so that way you didn't even have to worry about them. Take this off and freehand it like I was kind of talking about, which that's what I'm thinking about trying. I want to try a freehand style. Freehand it and then switch to a whetstone and finish it off with the whetstone. That would be nice. And it sharpened it pretty fast. I didn't take too long going on each side. Couple strokes starting out with the coarse, and then after that it was 2 times per each side and then 1 to finish off the burr. 6000 grit, I did one side on everywhere. The edge came out really nice and clean. If you're thinking about the kin onion or the cheaper version, it's hard to say cheaper. If you're just going at it to save money, go with the cheaper one, obviously. But if you're like debating to whether save up a little bit more money, kin onion, definitely better. Switching out the blades is a lot easier and faster. I mean, not the blades. Switching out the belts is a lot easier and faster with this little belt grip. And on top of that, the belts are bigger, so they will cover more surface and sharpen slightly faster. The machine is a little bit bigger, but you got more angles on this one. Sounds like I'm trying to sell you this, but I'm not. I'm just letting you know that. Let me go get it. Here we go. Okay, so yeah, it's not much bigger. It's got a little bit bigger motor, handle's a little bit bigger, the belts are bigger. But yeah, compared to this, you only got 2 settings, 20 and 25. And then, yeah, it's just this plastic grip right here. Folds out of the way, but your knife will dig into it and start eating it away. This one's got rollers. Your knife does dig into it, but it'll constantly be rolling to help reduce the friction. And you can even take them off to replace these, so it'd be a lot better. This is like 80, 130, 140. So there is a bit difference in price. But as for function wise, this is quicker, bigger, more settings. The belts are bigger, so I mean, that's where I'm kind of, if you're gonna already be spending $80, an extra $80, geez, I don't know. I'll leave it up to you. But yeah, so for me, if I was buying one of these only, I'd go with this one. So as for a good finisher, I would suggest these being kind of your starters. You can go all the way and sharpen like I did from coarse to extremely fine. But if I was going to use this, me personally, you can figure out your version. If I was going to use this for anything, I would use it as a starter to either fix chips, to either redesign a knife. I'd take off the guides and use it more for freehanding to get me a different angle or something like that. I'd use it as a starter. And then finish off on either a guided angle system or a whetstone, because your edge will be more consistent. Because this, like if you slightly and you kind of wiggle a little bit, then it's going to roll over that edge and you're going to be able to see that difference along the whole profile of the blade. It works really fast. If you got a really good steady hand, freehanding it would probably be better than the guides. The guides would be good to start it, but that's just kind of my ideas. Hope that helped. I want to do more videos on YouTube, so hopefully you can subscribe and follow. Stay tuned for way more videos. But yeah, so that's what I think about this. Work Sharp Kid Onion, definitely a good machine.